preservation of capital is more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downsides at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and training program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was created by and is owned by Chad Christian, who we call Coach. And I know, once again, you're asking me, well, why do you call him coach? Well, because he educates us, he trains us, he guides us, he coaches us in everything related to investing, whether it's stock options, crypto, futures, retirement, day trading, swing trading, long term investing, covered calls, cash secured puts, you name it. If it can be invested in, Coach educates us on that each and every day. And we are live each and every day. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I am live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time each and every day, Monday through Friday. And Dawn has the aftermarket show over on YouTube on our channel, American Dream Trading. So check us out. She comes on at 5 p.m. So glad you could be here. My name is Mark McSee, and I am a moderator here with AmericanDreamTrading.com. Make sure if this is your first time being with us today that you click that notify button so that you don't miss any of our live feeds in the future. Also, make sure you're subscribing. And if you only subscribed on one platform, go to one of the others and subscribe. TikTok can go down, or YouTube, or Facebook. Any of them can have a feed issue at any time. It's always good to have a backup plan. So make sure you go to one of our different other social media platforms and subscribe there also. And click their notifications. Click them likes. Let's get 9,000 likes today over there on TikTok. And we'll get that going over there. So start smashing them like buttons. Same thing over there on YouTube. Good to see Eminem over there. Good to see her back in here visiting again today. So hopefully you'll pick up some tidbits. And we're happy all of you could be here. See all the people coming in. Thank you for the likes and the shares over there on TikTok also. So thank you. Anyway, a little bit about AmericanDreamTrading.com. We're an education and training company. Been around for over 4.5 years. We are a legal corporation. We incorporated over 4.5 years ago. Coach has been live each and every day for over 2.5 years. And he has over 33 years of experience in the market. So the man does know what he's talking about, not just some fly-by-night outfit. Thus showing off our Ferraris and everything that we probably rented from somewhere else that aren't really ours. So don't be impressed by necessarily those type of hosts. The opposite of what we do would be a call-out group, and we are not a call-out group. What they do is you'll get on, you see them on social media everywhere, especially TikTok. They'll say, buy XYZ now, sell XYZ now, right? And will you make money? Yeah, you can. But you got to remember, number one, there's always a delay between the words that come out of my mouth and the time you hear it. It's a minimum of about 30 seconds delay, time I say it, and it goes over to the interwebs to whatever device you're watching it on. So 20, 30 seconds, sometimes longer of a delay. So in that time, that's a long time in the stock market. A lot of things can change in 30 seconds. Also, what if that person ceases to exist on their social media platform? Then what do? What did you learn? You learned absolutely nothing. Now you're freaking out because the person who was telling you when to buy and sell isn't there anymore. Well, we do just the opposite. We want to educate you so that you develop a skill over time, obviously, so that you are not dependent on anyone, including AmericanDreamTrading.com. We want you to keep showing up, but we want you to actually develop a skill so you're not dependent on any person, including us, right? I've been doing this for over 2 years now. If I would not be able to look at any social media would not be able to log in live to American Dream Trading itself, I could still do what I do every day. I could still provide for my family, and this is what I do full time. I'm a day trader. I get in, I get out. I don't hold nothing overnight. I'm a pure day trader. And yes, we had a time zone change. It was last night, yesterday. We sprung ahead. Ring. To answer your question over there, Danny, over there on TikTok. So, yes, we did change. I understand maybe everybody in the whole world doesn't change, but we did here in the States mostly. So, anyhow, we want you to develop a skill. It's not easy. It takes time, takes education, takes experience and practice. And one of the ways that we acquire that skill is by something very simple. It's called listening. So you can come in here and listen for free, or you can grab one of our paid memberships and have access, depending on what membership you pick up to 12 hours per day live training. We actually start training at 4 a.m. and we train clear through 4 p.m. on our live Zoom call. And that goes on every day. The VIP Gold members actually get to train even on Saturdays for a couple hours. And at the VIP Gold levels, everything is recorded. So you can go back if you miss a class or something, because we do have workshops. We do have special things that go on during the day. There's so much going on. It's kind of hard to attend all of them, especially if, unless you want to sit here for 12 hours, which we do. But if you do miss it because life gets in the way, you can always go back and watch the recordings later, so you don't miss out on anything. Keep further educating yourself at your own pace, at your own time. So we do provide these live social feeds, like I say, Monday through Friday. We also have over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, over 2,000 educational videos that you can go over there and watch for free anytime your little heart desires. Watch them at your own pace. You can pause them, fast forward them, watch them over and over and over again. And that's a great way of learning at your pace, right? Especially if you got a very busy schedule. So let me tell you a little bit about American Dream Trading. Matter of fact, we'll let Coach do it. I have just about a 5-minute little infomercial. It'll give you a good overview of what we do here, what is available through our membership program. Through American Dream Trading. So we'll let Coach tell you all about it. And then we have some important information following that.
So if you guys are interested in joining us, head on over to americandreamtrading.com. You guys can sign up for a free Discord or one of our paid membership. Our first paid membership that we have is our regular premium membership. With that, you guys will get access to our Zoom. Inside of our Zoom, you will have a live open microphone. You will get live training and trading starting at around 8:45 until market close every day at 4 p.m. when the market is open. You guys will also receive the hot stock pick, the pre-market setup, where we go over strategic levels of certain key different stocks throughout the day you can use, and also at the opening of the bell. As a regular paid member, you will also get the IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will get them first, plus all the videos on demand. We have around 11 videos to help you get started on your journey with us here at American Dream Trading. They'll go over things like day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, the wheel option strategy, our 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed from being in the stock market over 33 years. When you're ready to step it up, you can join our VIP membership. By the way, the premium membership starts at $200 a month. The VIP membership starts at $500 a month. With the VIP membership, you guys will get access to early training and trading starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's 12 hours of access to us with some of our self-made millionaires, mentors. And then you'll get training with me starting around 8 o'clock every single day. You guys will get the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put on a workshop class once per month. You will get all of the previous workshop classes and any future workshop classes as long as you're a paid member. You'll also get all the of VIP training videos. We have over 50 beginner and advanced videos to help your journey. We also have the TradingView indicators. These are an overlay indicator system that goes on top of TradingView. It will require a subscription, which is about $15 a month. This is my 2-minute EWO strategy. You guys can use this with stock, options, futures, and crypto. If you're a VIP member and you want to step it up to our highest level that we have right now, which is VIP Gold, you can do that for an additional $250 a month. Now, with all of our services, you can buy monthly, quarterly, semi-quarterly, or annual, and sometimes we have lifetime deals on these, so make sure you guys are watching for deals. With the VIP Gold, you guys are going to get all the mastermind classes for free, and we have another one coming up. I will let you know when that is coming. You'll also get 1 hour of tech support where we can remote in and look at your systems and help you get set up with your charts, etc. This is not a one-on-one, but this is to help you get started if you need it. We also have weekend training every Saturday at 11 a.m. If you guys have busy lives and schedules and your jobs, right, are always in the way of you trying to get training, well, we have weekend training. We also have the VIP Gold Lounge access, the VIP Gold Priority Help Desk support. We have our news service where we're giving daily and weekly outlooks of the news. We also have breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. with our other self-made millionaires and mentors, so make sure you guys check that out. Everything inside of the VIP room is recorded, so all of these sessions are recorded for you, including all the training that I had mentioned before. You can catch all of this in the replays only for VIP Gold members, so if you have busy lives, everything is recorded for you. Of course, we have other things inside of the VIP Gold, like the 90-day challenge, the debt-free challenge, where we're helping you to become debt-free, and our brand new in beta live Apple chat, where you guys can watch one of our moderators, David over there, live trade Apple with the 2-minute EWO strategy that I have designed and developed. He has made currently at this time, as of December 2024, he is over $320,000 in profits that he has made using this strategy over the last 2 years. We also have our brand new futures membership. You guys will start getting training for futures from noon to 4 p.m. every day, and all the training videos, terminology, everything you need to get started in futures with our futures membership. With the futures membership, you guys also get the TradingView indicators. So those are only available to VIP and futures members. Some of our a la carte services you guys can get. You can get a one-on-one with a moderator. We have all of our training videos, like the mastermind classes, how to grow a small account part 1 and 2 when it's released, but you guys can buy those from our website. You guys can also get inside of our mentorship program. Our mentorship program is $500 a month. You will sit with me every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern for an hour in a small, intimate group where we can go over larger items or just get you kickstarted, right? Can be IRAs, 401ks, SEP, anything you guys want to talk about, swing trading, day trading, right? Anything that you guys want to get inside of that room. It's just like having a one-on-one with me every single week. And again, those are all of our products and services you guys can get at any time by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
And there you go. There's a good overview of what we do here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. So check that out. You go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, grab that free Discord. You scroll down, right? One of the things you heard Coach mention about David being earning like 350,000 or whatever the number, what he says. He actually mentioned today that he's actually approaching the $500,000 mark in his career with American Dream Trading. It's awesome. He's doing very well, and he trades the EWO strategy almost, well, he does exclusively, and he's doing very well with it. He's proven it works, continues to work. So check that out. Now, I told you I'd have something special for you here. Let me switch screens for you. You see here, right button. Let's go here. Right now, we are having, during this live broadcast, and this live broadcast only, you can pick up our futures membership. It's a standalone program, standalone membership. You will get 25% off. What's the catch? There is no catch, but you must use promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, at the checkout. So when you get to that page there, you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, scroll down about halfway or so, you'll see a whole place there where there's memberships. Click on the show me more kind of button there, and it'll show you every membership we have on one page. And you can go over to the futures membership, click on that, enter at the checkout, enter promo code MARK, MARK, and click apply. As soon as you click the apply button, you'll see 25% automatically taken off your membership. So if you pay by the year, one payment, it will take 25% off of that. It takes 25% off your first payment. So annual, of course, is your first payment and only payment for the year. And if you pay for 6 months, it'll take 25% off your first 6 months payment. Your second one will renew it at its normal price. And in the same way with quarterly and monthly. So monthly, you get 25% off your first monthly payment. And all the rest will be at the normal price. So head on over there now, AmericanDreamTrading.com, and grab that futures membership so you can learn how to do what we're doing here. And that will be only in effect as long as this broadcast is open. It's clearly stated there. Futures membership sale today only during this live broadcast, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Must use promo code MARK, MARK, at checkout. So head on over there, and while you're there, grab the free Discord. That gets you instant access that you can get into our stock lounges there and interact with other members of American Dream Trading. You can ask questions about anything related to investing in the markets and discuss trades, or if you have any questions, you did something, why it went wrong, you can ask in there also. One of the benefits of paid membership is you can ask that question live. All of our paid members, have access to a live open mic within our Zoom room. And we have a bunch of members in today during this broadcast. If they want to open their mics and say hello, now would be for the time for them to do that. Members.
Hello from Indiana. Hello.
Hello. Apparently, we only have one person.
Yes, I'm
here.
Mark.
In a trade, sorry.
Okay, so he's busy making money to say hi. That's okay. That's more important. Yeah. Well, anyway, not everybody talks on their mic anyway. They rather type into the Zoom chat thing that we have, just like you would on your social media. But they have the option that we can have actually an interactive discussion live over an open mic, and they have that availability to do that at any time. So that is a lot better. It makes it more personal, makes it real. So let's grab them memberships at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Grab them now, 25% off. Don't come back next week and say, hey, you still have that sale? Probably the answer might be no. I don't know when Coach is going to withdraw this sale, but right now it's only in effect today during this live. We'll be around tomorrow. I cannot tell you one way or the other. I have no idea.
One time only, 2 hours, go.
Yep, there you go. So,
You call within the next 5 minutes.
Operators are standing by now.
That's right, mods and ready.
Free shipping. Anyway, grab them. What are you waiting on? You've been watching us for free for how long? You've been thinking about it for a long time. What's holding you back other than yourself? And not only that, we do have like the premium membership, VIP Gold. We also have crypto, which is a standalone program like the futures program. So if you're into crypto, we even have those memberships. So you can get in and hang out with people who do nothing but crypto. They're pretty active over there also. And you crypto kiddies get to trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Us here at the futures get to trade 23 hours a day, basically 5 days a week. It actually opens up on Sunday night at 6 Eastern time and closes again then at after 4 on Friday. So we don't get to trade on Saturdays. We go out of our mind because we can't trade on Saturdays. So if you have that crypto membership, you can literally trade 24 hours a day if that's your kind of jam. Not my jam. I love futures. We got a lot going on. Growing every day. We're getting new members every day. It's exciting to see this grow. All right, what do you see here on my screen? You see TradingView. This is an independent charting software program. Has absolutely nothing to do with AmericanDreamTrading.com. We don't get paid if you use it or any of them kind of things. It's one of the most widely used independent charting software programs in the world. I like it. It's very visually appealing. You can add any indicators you want to it. There's a whole, a whole list of things that you can add to it. What you see here with these lines and these bars down here is Coach's 2.0 indicators. That comes with your paid membership. What does this do? It helps me, once I understand it, how to increase the likelihood that I make money in entering and exiting trades. It doesn't tell me when to get in and out. I have to deduct that from the information that's on my screen. Once you learn what this all means and it makes sense, it's telling me a lot right now. It's telling me don't get into trades. What it's telling me right now, I'm waiting for a breakout before it goes either way. So I would not enter that trade. How do I know that? Well, education, training, and experience that I acquired at AmericanDreamTrading.com. So that's what you see. Then there's some other stuff. I'm playing around with some other indicators of what these bars here are. I can turn them off at any time. I can go up here and I can hide them, make them disappear, right? So I don't even show. It's very simple, very easy to use. So they go away just like that. Just something I'm playing around with. There's all kinds of things you can add to charts. It's best if you keep it as simple as possible to give you the maximum amount of information with the least amount of clutter on your charts, because you get too many things on there, then you end up with analysis paralysis and you don't make any decision at all. So keep it simple. Find the ones you like and work with them. I don't care what indicator you use, right? You'll never hear me argue, don't use this or don't use that. Hey, if you can make money using it, who am I to say, right? I use the example, if you want to stand on your head and look at your monitors upside down and that makes you money, have at it. I actually can't do that. I don't have that good a balance. But if it works for you, have at it. But this is Coach's indicators. As the VWAP, the 200, MA, the 9 to 21 to 55. We have the Elliott wave oscillator. We have volume bars down here. I got an ATR, and a volume tells me how many people are buying and selling, kind of like a ratio if you want to look at it that way. So this is what I like to use. It works for me. It's pretty, right? It's colorful. Some people don't even like all that color. They just want the minimum. Well, I can turn that off with a click of a button. Now I just have a straight chart, right? Or I can just not, or I can turn it off completely. I can just hide Coach's indicator like that and keep my lines. It's very customizable. I could change these colors so they're not as bright and all that stuff too, but I like it. I think it's pretty. So I like to use it. It's a good visual, and there's a lot to be offered versus your standard broker software, right? Some are better than others. Weebles is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. That's who I use as my broker, which I have linked to my trading view. All these bars here are the support and resistance areas. The green support, or the brownish color, reddish color is areas of resistance that it came up to. And again, as it comes down to it, it becomes resistance, right? And as it goes up, you can break through that and then become support after the fact. So going up is resistance, just like a ceiling of your house would be. You would hit your head on resistance going up. And as you fall down, you'll eventually hit the floor. And that's what we call support. It supports you. So that's the key two words, support and resistance. As a general rule, you buy long on support and go short on resistance after you determine that it wants to go that way or not. And by taking all this information that I have on my chart along with my training and experience, and I have other tools available to me like the L2, just the different things, volume and all that kind of stuff, put that all together and shake it up, and it helps me to interpret what is going on. Is it 100% foolproof? Nope, nothing is. Having this guarantee me make money? Nope, can't promise you anything. I will promise you, though, once you understand it, you will make more better educated decisions on when to get in or get out of a trade. And again, this program doesn't say buy or sell. You don't see that anywhere. But I can tell where to get in and where to get out just by looking at my charts. So it's a very effective tool, and I like it. And I use it every day. This is how I make my money. Full-time living doing this. Here's just taking a walk around the block here. There's a euro, really pulled back hard and heavy a little while ago. Of course, then you got your S&P 500, the Nasdaq or S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, and the Russell 2000. As you can see, we're in a big downward trend, and we have been for a couple weeks. We've had some upswings, but no reason to panic. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pullback, but hey, what goes up must come down, and it can't go up unless it comes down, right? You can't know the mountaintops unless you know the valleys. But I don't care. I like it when it goes down. I make money that way just as easy as I do going up. Matter of fact, I'd rather play shorts than longs, because usually once the price drops, people tend to panic more and sell off quicker than it so much as wanting to pay more, right? So we make money when the market goes up. We make money when the market goes down, and we make money when the market goes sideways. Well, how do we do all that? Well, we've been trained to by Coach. How? I can go, if I think the price is going to go down, I can go into shorts. That's what we call it in the futures market. If I think the price is going to go up, I can go long, right? And if it's going sideways, I can channel trade. I can trade within a channel, right? If I can find a good channel that it keeps going up, down, like bounces up and down like a big W or an M, depending how it starts, right? You could channel trade that. So I can go up here till it bounces off, play it back down, up and down, up and down. Now, does that always happen? No. But that is a way to trade. You can make money all day doing that. A little harder. And you can play the 2-minute EWO strategy that Coach has developed over his last 33 years. Very effective tool. Or you can do like I do, which is scalp, which means I'm in and out, in and out, in and out all day long, as long as I'm trading. I try to hold on to the ones that run, but I tend to lock in my profits. I get green, I grab it, re-enter. I can go in and out, in and out. I can just go over here, click this button right there. Now there, I'm in a trade. I can get out of it just as quick, right? Bang. Now I can go short if I want to, bang. I want to get out of it and sell it, bang, that quick. All with a click of one button. Gets me in and out of those trades, right? Now this is a paper trading account. Yes, if that had been real, that would have cost me money to do that, because every time you buy and every time you exit a trade, it costs you money. There's a transaction fee. But what you see here on your screen is my paper trading account, simulated account. That's how you learn to use the software, by using a simulated account. You should never use real money when you're learning. You should be an expert before you use real money. Waffle, my buddy from up north, my little Canuck buddy. Man, you're far from home. He says, hello from the Dominican Republic. Yes, I seen your pictures in the Discord. Our friend from up north, he's on family vacation, Dominican Republic, where it should be really, really, really warm, right? What's up, Waffle? What's temperature down in the Dominican Republic today? I'm sure it's beautiful. Glad to have you. You can trade anywhere in the world, can't you? You make any trades in the Dominican Republic? You better add. So if you say you did, make one trade. That way you say you did it, right? Pay for that vacation. He's one of our paid members. There we go. 98 degrees in the Dominican Republic right now. Whew.
Oh,
Not
that's blistering.
Yeah. Oh, he has taken trades down there. He is on vacation in a different part of the world, and he made trades. That's
Yeah,
the
boy.
beauty of Dave trading. You have an internet. Easy for me to say. If you have an internet connection, you can trade anywhere in the world, including the Dominican Republic. Can I use a 2-minute EWO on currencies? Yes, you can. And indices. Yes, it works exactly like trading stocks or stock options. The 2-minute EWO strategy works on any, and I mean any, investment vehicle. And you can use it for day trading. You can use it for swing trading, long-term trading. You can play an EWO trade for 6 months out or for a year out. You just switch your chart. Now, obviously, I wouldn't use a 2-minute chart to enter. I would go a longer time frame, maybe perhaps 4-hour, right? Let's say I was going to go long on gold, right? Well, I would wait for an EWO, so you just change it to a longer time frame. Now I'm not a big swing trader. Matter of fact, I don't swing trade. I've done a couple paper ones. So what you would do is wait for the EWO to really start to form, and you would enter. As you can see, it already started here on the 4-hour chart, right? So I'm already late to the game. So you want to get in whenever the next candle. It's the same principles apply. You just get in, and of course you're trading it for longer term, right? Whether that's overnight or over a week or over a month or 6 months, whatever your trading strategy. Your strategy is different. You're not jumping in and out on a swing trade. You're letting it run, right? So, and I'm not a swing trader. I'm a pure day trader, and as such, that's how I trade. So I did do a couple practice trades on something I might consider doing, sorta. Will I? I don't know. In reality, will I? Probably not. But I kind of want to just because I haven't, right? Something I'd want to try, but I am not the one to want to. I don't think I'd sleep good at night knowing there's money on running. But you can make money. We have members, that's all they do is swing trade, and they're very successful at it. So, yes, EWO strategy works at any time frame. Coach's basic is a 2-minute EWO using a 2-minute chart, but you can use it however you want on whatever time frame. And Waffle said he made money from the beach. How's that? Sit there outside the ocean with the waves at your feet and feet in the sand while you're down there just having a good time, right? Bury the kids in the sand and go sit down and day trade. Good for you, Waffle. Very happy for you and your family. Hope you guys have a great time and you make memories that last a lifetime. Your kids will look back on this someday and see how blessed they were to be able to have this kind of advantage in their life. So that's good. So, anywho, good for you. It's good to see our members enjoying life. We trade all day long. What good is it if you don't get to use any of it, right? All you end up doing is accumulating. It's not all bad, but if you don't get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, what's the point, right? What is the point of anything if you don't get to enjoy it? So I intend on enjoying it this summer myself. So we haven't made any firm vacation plans yet this year, but we're like that. I might wake up tomorrow and say, hey, let's go here in May or June or whatever, right? I don't usually plan 6 months out ahead because I learned a long time ago I go overboard when it comes to planning. So I try not to plan too far ahead because that's all I think about every day. How I can squeeze every single minute out of this. Like we're gonna go here. We'll be here at noon. We'll be here at 1:30. We'll be here. I'm not like it as much anymore. I used to be. You really do that. Yes, I will let Coach know that thanks to that AD coach for teaching his ways. There you go. Good, 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 good. Kind of jealous. I've never been there. I know lots of people. My brother's been there multiple times. They love it down there. Beautiful. So, used to be really cheap to go down there, but now it's turned into such a tourist place. I mean, it's still inexpensive, but not like it used to be because the whole world knows it's there. So, all right. See if we got any questions. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to type them into your social media chat box, and we will do our best to try to answer them for you.
All right, Mark, I'm done.
You're done.
$1,700. I'm $1,700 in. I don't know. I think I signed up about 45 minutes ago, so
There you go.
I'm gonna pop into the socials and help out.
All right, thanks. How's that? In what, less than an hour, you made $1,700.
Yep. Just trying out the new platform, paper trading in there, working on mechanics, and it works just like TV. Love it.
Good. We won't say that, but Marcus Mike over there, TikTok live chat said, "What's my favorite thing to trade in the evenings?" Probably gold. It tends to get nice bursts. Overall, if I had to pick one, I would say gold. The metal sector, would be gold, silver, copper, mostly gold. Gold would probably be the number one. We can play the indices a little bit also. Once in a while, you get some currency movement. But if I was only forced to pick one, it would probably be gold. It has its moments in the evenings. Usually a couple hour period, you get good enough volume to move it without it being crazy. A little bit slower. Matter of fact, our group traded as a group last night on a live Zoom call for what, 5:30 Eastern till after 9 o'clock. They continue to trade afterwards with the live Zoom call. So we was able, yeah, actually we're able to talk to each other over the microphone live, and people were always, hey, this is moving or that's moving, right? Hey, what's your level over here? Now, nobody said, buy gold, sell gold. We don't do that. Why don't we do that? Why don't you hear me telling you to do that? Because it's illegal. Why is it illegal? Because neither I nor anyone else associated with AmericanDreamTrading.com are licensed financial advisors. Neither I or anyone else at American Dream Trading can offer financial, investment, or tax advice, and we will not do that. It's not worth it. We can discuss trades and stuff, but we're not allowed to tell, even within our own community, tell each other when to buy and when to sell. So we can discuss trades, we can discuss levels and all that, but we cannot give any inducements to buy or sell anything at any time. So that is a good thing. We want you to make that decision. That's what we do here, is we educate you so that you can make that decision on your own. So hopefully that answered your question there, Marcus. Gold. I'm not in love with anything. I don't care if gold ain't working, running that night, and something else is. I'll trade it. I always have gold, oil. I have my go-tos is gold, crude oil, the euro, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq and the Russell, but more of the S&P 500. I used to love the Nasdaq and the Russell, but I've been leaning a little bit more, getting better at trading the S&P 500. I shied away from that for so long just because it's volatile, but now I've been playing it all the time, every day, literally every day, Monday through Friday, Sunday nights even. And I've grown more comfortable with it. I'm not intimidated by it now. So, and I never should have been to start with, but because a chart's a chart's a chart. If you know how to draw lines on your chart, get your levels, know what your indicators are telling you, it doesn't matter what it is you're trading. You trade the trade that's in front of your face using the best information you have available to help you make that decision. So it doesn't really matter whether it's the S&P 500 or it's oil or it's gold, right? I am going to trade the trade. I'm going to use all the same information. As you can see, I have the same exact indicators on every one of them. There's oil, there's copper, there's the euro, which is currency, and there's the indices, S&P 500, the Nasdaq, and the Russell. And I can pull up many other things as I wish. There's some other minor ones I'll trade from time to time. So I'll take whatever's going to pay me. I don't care. I'm not marrying none of them. So if the currencies are moving today and I can make money there, I'll trade it versus gold. I don't care. So I'm not picky. All I want to see is an entry. Like right here on gold, I had a break and hold above this indicator. I'm a little late to the party, but can I jump in and trade that? Yeah, I can. I'm a little late. Probably not the best. I missed the optimum entry here, but let me take a look here real quick while I got time. I might be able to play it up to this. It's at a double top actually right now, so I need to wait a second for that to break above that. See that? If I didn't look backwards, and we talked about this in our training today, you got time to enter a trade. You got a few seconds to take a look back and see what's going on behind, what already happened behind me. By doing that, I can see here was a bunch of candles come up this level, approximately right here, right, give or take. So I was going to jump in now, but I really want to wait for it to break above my line there because that's where these kind of peaked at when they bounced back up. So I'm going to wait that little extra time and just so I can see what's going on here, and if it's going to move up there or not. And that's at around 28.92, 93 level. 290, what I say, 92s. Yeah, they're fighting over price right now. It ain't really moving. But I'll wait and see. Could I enter it already? Yeah, but you can see as it's because of these peaked right there. And I made this decision within seconds, right? I just decided it's probably more beneficial for me to wait and see if it's going to break and hold above this than to jump in it and then have it pull back for me. So them few dollars I gave up by waiting may have saved me hundreds by jumping in too soon and having it pull back. You can see right here, see how it's fighting to get above that level? So those are the things you learn to do, and you got to make those decisions instantly. So I will wait. I probably will just move on. I don't want to wait, right? It's not a whole lot of volume in the metals sector this time of day. It's not that it can't move, right? But do I want to sit here forever? No, because I'm impatient. I'm very fidgety. I'm hyper. I don't know if it's hyper is the right word, but I don't know, kind of. My brain never shuts off. That make me hyper. I don't know. Maybe it just makes me crazy. I don't know. So I'm going to see here if this is going to break and hold above this. Just watch and see. Watch and see if this pulls back off this level. Ideally, it would pull back and then go back and retest it. That would show that it wants to continue its upward movement. Right now, it is going up. I could have entered down here. That would have been my entry right here when this broke and held, but I missed it. So now I'm coming in late to the party, so now my potential for making profit's less. So I'm going to be a little pickier about whether I'm going to enter on here. So I'm literally going to wait for it to break and hold above this line before I enter. And if it doesn't happen, big deal. It's one trade. I'll move on to something else. I'm not going to cry because I missed one trade, right? Thousands of these events happen every single day on just the ones that I watch. There it is. See, look at that rejection off there. So if I'd have jumped in that, I would be at best break even, but I would probably actually be losing some money. Does that just not surprise you? Huh? See that?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I don't know. Are you entertained? Hey, Vegan Knowledge, how it goes on up there?
Every time you play that, I want to go watch that movie.
And we won't say what it is. That's right. All right, so here it comes, testing that level. This is where patience is involved. I would really want to see it break and hold, right? I could jump in the minute it breaks through there, but if it hasn't really decided, and I want this 92.6 level, I'm right there showing 92.8, so it's probably going to continue to go up. It's looking good for an upward movement. Let's put it that way. But I'm still going to wait because people can throw in orders, right? So I always enter with a stop, and I try not to trade by P&L. I mean, I know I always change it for you guys, but each tick has a value. See, I'm down one tick, which is typically what happens when you enter a trade because there's transaction fees, right? Now I'm at break even, and I also have a stop. Every time I enter a trade, I have a stop, right? The stop is there to help me preserve my money if this suddenly pulls back. Now, I didn't wait on the break and hold. I jumped in on the break, right? And look what happens when you don't wait. What I mean by a break and hold is I want to see one candle. That would be the break, like here. And then I want to see another candle start and form on the shoulder of this candle. It's really what I wanted to do, right? Am I going to get lucky here, right? But if you jump in and don't wait on that confirmation, you can really end up losing more money. So you're better off to wait on that confirmation candle. And I'm not getting that here because I jumped in too soon. So now I'm playing on hopium. Never want to play that way. You never want to play with your back against the wall. So always wait for a break and hold at key critical levels, key critical indicators on your chart. If you have lines drawn for different levels, you want to do that also. See what happens when you don't wait on a break. Here, it would just be like this. This is what I wanted to see here, and I didn't get it. I jumped in on purpose too early, right? And that's what happens when you do that. You end up losing money. So right now I am down 8 times 10 per contract is what? 8 times 10 is $80, right? And I have 5 contracts of that. So 8 times 5 is $400 I'm down on this trade. Even though I don't show the number, I can figure it out in my head, right? So this is exactly why you wait on a break and hold. Now, again, this is my paper trading account. This is not real money. I would never use my real money while I'm talking to you guys, right? I don't even use it when we're in training mode because we trained for 2 hours live together before we even came with you guys live. So we were on a Zoom call, and we keep reiterating these little things. Always wait on the break and hold. And this is what happens when you don't. It can go. Can this bounce back up and go back up? Well, it could, but that would be luck, right? We don't want to trade on hopium and luck. So, hi, Vegan Knowledge. Make sure you tell your significant other there that you're my favorite. I know she knows it. So this is what happens right here. See how much money I'm losing? I could switch this to money if you want to see it. I know you guys probably rather see the money than see the tick. I try not to trade with the money because you end up trading your profit and loss. So you can see, would you freak out? See, I can see how much money I'm losing. Again, it's fake money. It's a simulated account. Sorry. Vegan Knowledge said, did you get the normal font size? Yes, it's fine. No, it's all fine. I don't want one. I'm very happy with what I got. You keep your books and sell them. That's your source of income. So I appreciate the offer, but I am happy and it's suitable for my purposes to read it. Just because it was off a little bit from the printer doesn't affect the quality of the material within. So, but thanks for the offer anyway. There, Vegan just wrote a book. She's selling it on Amazon. Pretty cool. In fact, it's upstairs right now. I was reading it last night, a little bit of it. It's upstairs. All right, so this is why you don't wait on the break. Now, see what happens. Can I may end up on the good side of this trade? Well, I could, right? I'll sit here long enough, but now I'm trading on hopium. Never trade on hopium. Don't gamble. That's called gambling, right? I don't go to Vegas. I don't gamble. I'm lucky if I buy one, call it Mega Millions ticket a year. And if it gets up to $1 bazillion and they're talking about it on the news or something, I happen to see it. All right, so now I got lucky. I broke even, right? But that's why you always wait for that confirmation candle, because it didn't have it. That made that trade very, very weak and less likely to go up. Just because it does go on top of the other candle doesn't guarantee it's going up, but you want to always wait on that confirmation. Doug, one of our moderators, hand up.
Well, for the first time, Mark, I'm actually quite excited to say this, but you only have one line on your chart.
Well,
So,
why is that, Doug? Because it's down at a record. Well, it's down
yeah,
back
you
down to a low
probably
level.
haven't charted down that low yet.
Well, I haven't had to,
So,
right?
so you have a gold line there. What does that mean?
That is that's the one I drew. It was down here, waiting on that breakout. I don't know. I'm in a trade. Let me get out of this trade. I'm up $450 because I got lucky. Now I'm up 5. I'm gonna lock in that $400. Bang, just like that. I don't know, Doug. There's a reason for that. I don't know what the reason was. Was that the one I just drew for the double? Yeah, that's what it was. That's when I was talking through it. This was
Okay.
that's just last line I drew was gold, so I just thought,
That's okay.
so it shouldn't
What
be
does a
quite.
gold line mean on your chart typically?
Typically a gold line on my chart. I'm glad you asked. It's just a personal preference thing. Gold represents money, right? So generally, if if it keeps hitting a certain area all the time, an extra strong level of support or resistance, I will make that gold. It just draws attention to it. I can make it hot pink for all that goes, right? It's just personal preference. We call that gold level. Like there's a really very strong level of support. You see, I got one up here, this 2900 level. That was a key level of support in the world of gold trading altogether. There is another one down here at the 2850 level. These are ones that analysts work off of, and you can see I even put special notations on there. There's 2900, and then there's 2850. And guess what? It hit it today. Our members had that information last Saturday in their Futures Weekly newsletter that they received that identified these very levels. Did I know when I wrote that newsletter it was going to hit that level today? Absolutely not. But from the information I read, that was noted in my readings that I did, that was a key level of support to the downside as a level of support, and it might hold that area. Now, it did finally break through it today, but it hasn't hit that area for a couple of weeks. So that's a key level. You can go back here and see right over here, kind of touched it. That was clear back the first week of March, basically. So that's a business identified now. They said if it breaks and holds down this below that level for very long, there's an increased likelihood, if people want to continue to sell off, that it may come down. This will be a next level to really watch, right? Now, there's all kinds of levels in between, historical levels, but, those are ones that some of these analysts watch. Now, take 10 analysts and put them all in a paper bag. Can they get enough consensus together to get out of the paper bag? Probably not, right? So, because that's how they sell news articles. So anyway, I read certain ones, listen to certain ones off and on. I don't put a lot of faith in it, but those kind of things are interesting to me. And when I read them, I'll put them on my charts and just test it out. Right? It did actually come down to that level and bounce around before it finally broke, and it pulled it right back up to itself, come back down, pulled itself back up just like a magnet, right? And then finally it's dropped back, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this swing back up, again and hang out in this area for a while. It's in a new zone per se, right? It's a new level. That's why you don't see a lot of lines on my chart, because it's been a long time since I've traded. I mean, I've traded plenty down at this level, but since I blank my charts out once in a while, there was no need to chart this low, because what's the point of it, right? Just because my chart goes from 0 to 10,000 doesn't mean I chart out that whole range. I start out by charting out levels that it's currently at, and I go up above it and I go below it. And I'll go back and rechart as necessary. If the price happens to hit a new high, then I'll update my charts. Or if it goes a new low, then I'll update my charts again. So as you can see, I even have these indicators on here. Call out the Asia high and low, the New York open, and also the London open. And it also has a monthly and a previous month's. That's actually at the mid price point right now of last month's. So if you take the average of last month's movement, right there's what that line's telling me. Well, that's all automated. It's just off of a indicator that I'm testing out that's widely freely available within the trading view. Again, I don't like a lot of things on my chart as far as indicators. These are pretty unintrusive, so just put them on there. I chart a lot of these things anyway, but if you don't keep up with them, it's like anything else, right? It's out of date. Well, this here updates it continuously, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, let's go back over to TikTok. What do we got over there? Yes, Waffle, I agree. Everybody should go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab our free Discord. That gets you instant access to our stock lounge where you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. There's also free educational material such as videos and documents that you can watch at your leisure. There's a discount page and everything in there. A lot of things for you to take advantage of. Speaking of taking advantage, I'm glad you asked, Waffle, because right now, during this live broadcast, and only during this live broadcast, we're going to give you the opportunity to take 25% off your futures only membership. That is for today and only during this live broadcast from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Use promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, to get that 25% off your first payment. So if you're paying annually, you get 25% off your entire annual payment because you're only making one payment. If you're doing 6 months, you get 25% off your first 6 month payment, and the second 6 months will be at the normal price, and so on and so forth. Clear down to the monthly. If you do monthly, then your 25% comes off your first monthly payment, and the other 11 payments will be at their normal price. So obviously, annual would give you the best bang for your buck. So head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab that promo code. You must use promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, at checkout and apply it. And you will see at the checkout your price will automatically be reduced by 25%. Get her now, get her done. What are you waiting on? You've been thinking about it. What is it that stops you from increasing your educational knowledge, right? Think about the cost of that and how much of that money, that even at the annual membership price, that you blow easily without even thinking about it. Well, Ben Franklin once said the best investment you can ever make is in education, in yourself, right? It's got the best return on investment overall.
Mark, what is the annual right now for futures, or the lifetime for futures?
2,500, and you get 25% off of that.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Lifetime.
No, that's annual.
Oh,
We don't have.
right.
There's not a lifetime available right now, unless I'm glad you asked. We do have an all-inclusive everything that we ever have currently or ever will have in the future program. It's called the Diamond program. I don't know if it's still active. There were 2 left. It's a one-time payment of $10,000. That covers all lifetime memberships of every program we have: premium, VIP, VIP Gold, crypto, futures, all the workshop classes, all the educational material, all the mentorship classes, you name it. The only thing it doesn't get you is a one-on-one with coach. But other than that, you even get a one-on-one with a moderator, I believe. The only thing that's not included is a one-on-one with coach. And when coach
Yeah,
did,
they did a sale with the mods. A couple of them volunteered their time, but now
yep.
it's just the package.
Okay, mods is off there now too. Then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, coach has actually had one on there. That was a $6,000 value for the first 10 people who bought it. Obviously, those went right away. But anyhow, so it's a one-time payment of $10,000. You never ever have to pay again. It's literally, if you would buy each one of them separately, you'd be over $50,000, right? And that's based on today's thing. That doesn't include any other programs that we are about to introduce here pretty shortly, and any other things that we will introduce for the rest of your life. So it's a big deal actually, because you can buy a couple of the memberships and you're already talking $6,000-$8,000. If you buy the VIP Gold together, a couple extra $1,000, you can get this on sale. It's normally 20,000, but it's for 10 right now. So if you're able to swing that type of thing, that is indeed the very best single value program that we have. Now there's only 2 left, so. And even that, I'm not even sure without looking in the Discord to see if those are available. I haven't looked at it, but I'm not going to do that right now. If it's available, it will show up at AmericanDreamTrading.com. And scroll down there, halfway down the page, you'll see where you can sign up for the free Discord. Click that also extra more information button. It'll show you all those memberships. If that diamond shows at 10,000, that means there's still one left. So you can check it out. All right, let me see what else we got going on here. If you got a question, feel free to type them in there and we'll do our best to answer it. Okay. While you're at it, if this is your first time here today, welcome. Glad you could be here. Make sure you click subscribe. Okay. And then click your notification button so that you always are notified whenever these live feeds start. If you would happen to miss one or at the conclusion of this live broadcast, they are all immediately available for review over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So you can always go back and watch any of the ones that we've ever done. They're all there. You can go back and watch them. We are live 3 times a day, and they're all available for review on YouTube, American Dream Trading channel. Coach is live himself from 9 to 11. Monday through Friday Eastern Time. I'm live also Eastern Time from 2 to 4 with the Futures Education and Training Outreach. And then at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, we have Dawn over there with the Aftermarket Show on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Check that out. So it's an after the market, just like it says. It's an amazing show. They have a great time over there. You never know who's going to show up. We have famous people show up there. We have award-winning authors show up over there once in a while. And just last week there was an amazing author on there talking about her latest book and how it's helped people change their lives. And I actually have a copy of it. It is a very fantastic book. So you can go back and review that as a matter of fact. So anyhow, yes, go over to Dawn's Aftermarket Show. You may run into famous people over there. I guarantee you'll run into somebody. They may not necessarily be famous, but you never know. You can always say, hey, I remember when, right? Before you were famous. So, all right. Let's take a walk around the block, see what we got here to trade. We have now entered the 3 o'clock hour, which is the last trading hour in the New York session. What is that also known as? Pop quiz. What do we call the last hour of the trading day for those on social media, not our paid members? If our paid members don't know it, they're getting kicked out. So, what is it called? What is the last hour of the trading day called? Come on. Come on. First one answers will get 25% off of a futures membership. Oh, wait. I'm already offering that to everybody. Yes, Waffle has the answer over there on TikTok. What about YouTube? Vegan Knowledge for the win over there. Power Hour is the correct answer. Vegan
Ryan
Knowledge.
got it too.
Yep.
Good job, Ryan.
There you go. So power. Actually, Ryan got it first, right, over on TikTok. Congratulations, Ryan. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing along. And if you'd like, go ahead and give yourself 25% off that futures membership today only between 2 and 4 p.m. while this broadcast is live by going to AmericanDreamTrading.com. I know it wasn't really a gift. There's already one offered. Got to make it sound good. Go there, grab it. Mafia, yes, Power Hour is correct. Trading pennies, you lose. We just gave away $40,000 while you were gone. You missed it. No, the question was, what do we call the last trading hour of the day? And the answer was Power Hour. There we go. And what do we know about Power Hour? Should brand new traders be trading in the Power Hour? The answer to that is absolutely not. Why is that? Because especially the last 10 to 15 minutes of the Power Hour is an extremely volatile time of the day. People are getting out of their positions, closing it out, right? They want to take their profits and go home, take their ball and go home, put the money in the bank. That way, if anything happens overnight, they don't have their position wrecked. So they like to be safe and conservative and take it out of there. So Coach has rules, and one of those rules is we don't trade in the first 10 to 15 minutes of any day or even the first half hour, and especially during Power Hour. Did you know that Coach has rules? Does anyone of our paid members, did you know Coach has rules?
He does.
He does.
How many rules?
Well,
Anyone?
well,
Let's get some answers from our membership here. Come on, guys.
how many rules he
15
got?
people in here. Open a mic.
How many rules does
You.
Coach have?
Oh, they better be trading.
That's what they'll tell you. All right. Oh, yeah, I was trading. Well, I'll tell you what. Coach, what are your rules?
Some of the rules. Okay, perfect question. You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right, some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this. Am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money. It's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time and I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you, right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Until we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo, 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 yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is Power Hour, high volume, hedge fund managers making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way that they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, well, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you are doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal and what should I have done right there and why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go in too large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes. Is all the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, oh, well, I hope. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's coming down to support. Oh, it broke that support. Maybe this next, oh, stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? Like, oh, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right, how are you going to advance? Stop saying, woe is me. Stop saying, I don't get it. Stop saying, I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah, because you can't follow my basic rules. They're there for a reason. Again, follow the freaking rules, right? And listen, I know when I get on you guys, you know, I don't get to sell anything and I don't get to make any money. And it's just, I don't care. I need you guys to understand so that you guys can get ahead in life. This is what we're doing this for, right? So when I'm in this mode, right, and again, like, oh, I'm not listening to any of this. You need to listen to all this. This is where the secret sauce. This is the golden nuggets, not the coach. Just call out that runner. That isn't going to do you any good, right? It doesn't matter. There's 8 million people in this room. We could call out stuff all day long. You could just hear us shouting stuff. That isn't going to help anybody. If you don't know what to do with it, what good does it matter if one is up or one is down? That means nothing to anybody if you don't know how to handle it. You might get lucky and catch a momentum, and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader, and you just keep getting out a million times. It's because it's been going in the same direction all damn day, right? Can you duplicate it? Can you recreate the process every day consistently? This is all about consistency, okay?
And there you go. There's coach's rules. And while you guys were watching that, I entered this S&P 500 trade, and I am now up $3,000 just in that amount of time that you were gone. I'm sitting here trading, and there you go. To the downside, I even got in late.
Been in the
Yes.
news. The news is reporting on it right now. Breaking news, actually, and I was sitting here scalping it myself.
Okay, good. Without getting into details, what did the news refer to?
Saying major sell-off continues on Wall Street amid recession fears.
Yeah. Okay. There's a big R word, right? We got two big words everybody loves to hear around here: tariffs and recessions, right? That strikes fear in everybody. So there it is. I'm up 2,700 to get back some of my gains. So I'm going to let it work here. See if it's going to break and hold below this other line down here or not. But I could take this profit right now. Right now I'm up $3,000. See, I would take that already and lock it in. Because why? Because I can re-enter down below, right? So I will lock at it. You know, I can take it right there, click this little button here, and then I will be out of this trade. And you can see I have a stop. Or I can slide my stop down here. Oh, about right there. Guarantee that I'm going to make a profit no matter what if this happens to pull back. But I'd rather take the profit when I want to rather than letting it pull back. But I'll give it a little bit of room to breathe. I got to stop there just in case this thing shoots up on me, right? I'll get 22 ticks out of it of profit. $3,000 again.
I scalped about up before it pulled back again.
Oh, did you? Good for you. I'm just going to go ahead and take 3 once I see that 3 again. If it's going to get there, if not, I'm going to get out right now. All right, well, I'll lock in $2,250 right there. Bang. All while you guys were watching a video. So there you go.
Oh, I could have passed the combine with that play.
Yeah, but you could have wrecked your account during power hour too, right?
Tweet stops.
Okay.
Scalpy. But yeah,
Scalp.
no, stay out of it unless you're an actual absolute professional scalper because
There we
they
go.
are stop hunting.
Yes, they are.
Algos will kill you.
Yes, they will. Stop loss up there. Bang. There's my stop loss. I'm in again. I can go over here and watch this one. See, this is why I jumped out, because I shouldn't have jumped in, because I got a level right here. See that line? And then I got one here. But I might be able to make a couple quick bucks. If I see this turn green, I'll show you this is how I trade. Once I see it turn green, I will go ahead and take the profit. You know, you got to be quick on it. And I have a stop loss in case it goes against me. You can see I'm down 400 bucks right now, right? Again, I don't trade my real money at this time of the day. It's just too volatile, too risky. Can I make a lot? Yeah, you just saw me make 3 grand. Just bang, right? Right now it's teetering there. It doesn't know what it wants to do. And I didn't get in a good position to start with. It wants to come down to 55.72, which is a hair above where I'm at right now. So I'm in a bad spot, actually, because I didn't look at the L2 over here before I jumped in. That's on me. So anyway, I can sit here and be patient, see if it's going to do anything. I do have a stop in case this pulls up out of the way, right? I'm hoping it's going to bounce off this 9. If it's not, I'm going to pull the Band-Aid off and get out. I ain't going to play around all day, right? If it doesn't want to pull back, see, watch, there's my stop. See how that worked? That's exactly what a stop's for. When it hits that, it triggers and exits you out of the trade. It prevents you from losing more money. Again, this is fake money. It's a simulated account, right? So that's why you have always trade with a stop, right? It looked like it was might going to go down, but it didn't. Now look at it, it's going the other way. Now, can I make money going up? Yeah, I can. I can play above the break, but I want to wait for a break and hold because this might be a fake out here, right? They're like, oh, it's going to the moon now. Well, it may. Generally, when you get these big candles like this, you'll get a 50% retracement. So I'm going to watch for that. If it does that, retraces, and then bounces off that 9, I can get in. As a general rule, retrace, no guarantees, but just a general rule, it will do that, right? This would be a break and hold above the 9, right? I'm going to see if it's going to peek its head out. Now, I got another level right here. So watch this. I'm going to go ahead and jump in anyway. But in reality, did I hit the button?
I like playing off of those large candles.
There we go. Yeah, well, the retracement's what's worried. Now, I jumped in this trade, and this did not meet my criteria. I have a break. I had a hold starting, but it hasn't happened yet. The other issue I have is to see how these candles here, they just kind of stop right there. So that's a support level that I got to get through, right? So actually, I should wait until under my own personal criteria, wait for the break and hold above here. So if this breaks and hold, but I jumped in. Anyway, I got lucky. It's continuing to climb, but as a general rule, I wouldn't do that. I want to see that break above. See, I'm up $600. Bang. I just locked in 600 quick dollars. Bang, just like that. Right. And so these are the decisions you make. But if, you know, with my education and training, I have certain criteria that I try to follow that I've learned from Coach, right? And waiting on the break and hold is one of those trading strategies. Why? Because it tends to show, you know, that it may want to continue. Again, there's never a guarantee. Now, can I get in here and out real quick? Can I jump in? Bang. Yeah, I jumped in that. If I see it's green, bang. Just locked in $75. See that? The watch over here, you'll see it pop up. I can jump in and out and trade one candle. There it is. I'm in. Down 75. I'm down 200. I'm down 300. All right. I'm going to give it a second here. I'm up 150. There's missed the button, apparently. Yes, I did. I was watching that instead of me clicking. See that? I got profit on it, but I gave up a bunch of it. Now it's going to retrace a little bit. See what happens here. Can I continue to do this? Now, see what happens here is I got, without looking here, see I'm up. Look at that, how much I'm up. There it is, $800, $975, I think that said. Now I'm coming up to another indicator here, right? I can keep jumping in willy-nilly. There's 225. Bang, it just took that. All that in that amount of time, that quick. Now, should I be trading this way? No, this is not for the faint of heart. There's 150, 225 actually at the time I clicked it, right? That time I actually made money by being slow on my clicker, right? Now I'm at another level here. I'm at another indicator. I want to see this come through. Now I'm getting up here. You can see there's a candle stop down in this area and up here at this line. So I got some critical levels I'm coming up on. Can I make some money on it real quick? Yeah, if I'm really quick at it, if it goes up, but it's more likely going to start slowing down and may even pull back. So this was not a very smart trade to get in. But I'll give it a chance here. See it's at that indicator. I want to see breaks and holds. I didn't follow my own criteria, but I jumped in on hopium or anything, right? So this is what happens when you don't follow your own criteria. Now I got lucky there. It just took 300. Now I got a level right here. If I had lines on it, see how close that was? That's why it slowed down there, right? And then I have this mess up here I got to deal with. Can I jump in here and make a few bucks? Yeah, I probably can. I'm going to wait for a break and hold above that, and then I'll jump in and get whatever I can get in between the break and hold above this. That's a safer play than just jumping in willy-nilly, right? And I'm going to look at my L2. I'm going to slow myself down because when you jump in and out like that, and I shared this with the members, you get into that rhythm in and out, in and out, in and out, and next thing you know, you're just clicking just because you can click without really reevaluating what you're doing. You don't want to get that way. That will cause you poor entries and poor decision because there might have been a big order up here that says it wants to pull back. Right now, there's at the 600 mark. So that's right there. So there's a big order I just saw that wanted to sell off on the 5600. And see, if I hadn't looked at that, that's right here. I'm going to draw. I got time. I wouldn't do this normally, but for visual sake, that's where it's going to stop at right now because there's a big order over here. Can't see it right now. They may have canceled it, but I can't tell until the number gets back up there. I want to see if that big order is still there. And you can see it's everybody else saw it. Now they're selling off, right? So I just happened to catch that out of the corner of my eye. But it's not showing up here now because people are dumping it. They got scared. Part of the psychology of trading, throw in a big order, you'll scare people. And they'll say, I'm getting out now before it gets up there because it's going to sell off. And right here, watch for that. Watch for this bottom number to say 600, see if there's still a big order there. So I'm not going to do anything now. There it is, right there, 70 some contracts. Why does it matter? This 70? No, it's just 76 or whatever is significantly larger than the rest of these orders, so that'll act as a magnet to pull it up. Just the same way, if I have a big order over here that's bigger than the normal size over here, it'll act like a magnet to pull the price down. Happens very quickly. I just got lucky and saw that one before I was over there, so that's why I drew this little line here. Normally I wouldn't do that. So right here is where that big sell order was at. Matter of fact, I'm going to change it to hot pink so I remember to erase that later. I wouldn't keep that line on there normally. So, but that right now is the place. Matter of fact, I'll even make a little dash line. How's that? So that's my scare level right there, right now, based on that last order. Now I'm going to look over there. Is that still there? Nope, it's gone now. So now that order got filled or he canceled it, moved it down. I wasn't watching, so I couldn't tell you what happened there, right? So now I want to break through this level here, right? And I can throw in an order there. Now I'm up, well, I was up 150, but I was talking and I hesitated, right? So now I'm watching right here. You can see I'm in there with them contracts, right? Now I'm dying 900 bucks because it didn't break and hold above. Again, you need to stick to your criteria. And I need to wait for it to break and hold above them levels. And it hasn't done that. It's broke it, but it hasn't broken held. And when you do that, you're putting your account at risk, right? You're gambling. And that's what this trade here is a pure gamble. There it goes. Blocked in 225. I got lucky. So now that I got my wits back about me, I want to wait for the break and hold. Right there's the break. That candle almost was a break and hold, but it fell. So I'm going to see what happens. If this candle goes enough up, I may do a quick scalp in and out, but that's not a promising way. I want to see it sit on the shoulder of the previous one. Not that that can't change. There it is. Boom, right? Got a little late there. There we go. $600 on that one. Now I'm back here at this double top. Now I got another point. See, this is the things you got to do as a day trader. Right now, could I just stayed in that, got in down here on the break and hold, let it run? Yeah, that would have been a heck of a lot less stressful, right? Instead of me coming in here and seeing myself losing money left and right to start with. Now I've come out smelling like a rose on every one of them, but there's two of those that I intentionally broke the rules to show you. But by not waiting, that gets to be stressful when you see that, and that's real money. It's one thing to do it on paper, but when it's your real money, right? Can I jump in here right now and try to make a quick buck, right? Again, I'm over here on the top left clicking the button. That's how these orders are getting in. See, I didn't wait on that. The break and hold above this line. What's happening to me now? See, I'm losing. There's $700 I'm out right now, right? So would you want to do that in real life? No, nobody wants to lose money. Does it happen in real life? Well, of course, right? My trades aren't all green. Most of them are, but I still have red trades. As a matter of fact, I had a bunch of red trades today. It was rough this morning, a little bit choppy and stuff. And this is not a I am scalping. This is not a beginner trader's um, technique of trading. You're better off to get in on a break and hold and let it run. You saw what I was doing is I actually take profit as it goes up. That's very stressful to do that. Doesn't sound like I'm stressed out, but it is very stressful. Um, so as you can see now, I've lost $1,500, right? Let's just come back up here. I'm not going to break even. And why it probably won't, because look what I got here. See this double, all this mess here? See how strong these candles were coming down? See how hard it was to break through there? And I can go straight across and probably find the same thing. So this is a very strong level. And I knew it was there. I could see it over here to my, always before you enter, look in your rear view mirror. What was over there? Is there a double top there? Yes, there was, right? So I'll just close that out. But anyway, that's sometimes when if you're a scalper, you're making decisions that fast, you're better off to let your runners run, and that's what coach teaches. Does coach do what I just did? Yeah, he does. Does he do it as quite as fast? Well, maybe, maybe not. But he also trades with a lot more money than I'm trading, right? Nice to see you here, Kino. Get here. So anyway, that's kind of how I scalp. Uh, I like to let them run a little longer. I would prefer to get in. Entry is the key. I would have got in down here as the break of the 9 and the hold above the 9. And the smart play would have been, obviously it's easy to say it after the fact, but the smart play would have been to let that whole thing run and do it all in one trade, right? Not incurring additional trading costs. So, Doug, comment, question?
Me?
Yeah, sure. Got any comments or
Right.
questions?
Well,
Okay.
look
Go,
at
go
looking
away.
at your chart. Looking at your chart right now, where would you want to enter?
Same place I
Because
said before I made that last one, the break and hold above this level here, because this is all double top and I can play it up to this. This right here is where I got my eyeball, so I'm willing to play that if it breaks and hold, and I'm going to be cautious as it gets here. As a matter of fact, there's not a whole lot of information there, but I can pop a line there. Is there a good level? See, look how strong that level is. See that? Look at all them
that's a
candles
nice
top
one.
out, and I didn't even see it visually. Look at them.
How
Came
are you
down.
using the L2 outside of your line on your chart there? I mean,
Just
charting
looking at.
lines is probably our strongest skill.
It's the easiest way. Yeah. I'm just watching out of the corner of my eye over here. You know, what's these numbers? They're all about the same, right? These all could be ones and twos, right? They're all about the same. I don't care what this number is, but what I'm watching for is one that's a lot bigger, stands out. So if these are in the 40s, is there one in the 60s or 70s that pops up? That's what grabbed my attention earlier, right? If these are all the same, it just means everybody's fighting over the price right now, right? There's no big order to move it up or move it down. There's the 70s right there, 1650. 1650 is up here. And it's about right there. See right where it's going now. I missed that. So I can jump in there real quick, and I know it's going to hit that 1650 plus that red line's over there, which it already hit the 1550, whatever I said it was. So it's up there, that area. I got in a little late on. That's all I'm going to take. I knew I got late, so I took it. What the heck happened there? Did I miss my button again? I did, didn't I? I was up. I was just going to say I'm up 225, but I missed the button. Normally I go over here, and we can see the dumb thing. Probably better off. So if this turns green, there it goes. I'll take the $75 just because I got in late on that trade. I wasn't going to wait for it to go anything more. When I realize I make a mistake and it happens to turn green, I get out. Now here we are. We're entering this resistance area. See all these candles here? We know this is going to be a tough fight. Now, what's the other thing I come up against? I also have 200 and VWAP's way up there, right? I ain't worried about VWAP, but I am worried about the 200, but I'm even more concerned about breaking through this. So I'm actually going to wait. Not only am I going to wait for break and hold above this, I'm actually going to wait till it gets above the 200. Why is that? Because that's the second strongest resistance indicator that I have on my chart, right? It can very well hit that, bounce, and pull back. So I'd rather wait instead of risking money, because what will happen is it may approach, as this approaches it, if it does, before it even gets there, people will start freaking out and they'll dump their position because they all the same thing I would do. Well, I'm going to take my profit before it actually hits it, right? So watch. I'll go ahead and enter it anyway, all right? So what's going to happen? Number one, it's got to break through this level, and there's VWAP or MA 200, 200 MA. I'm up $1,200 right now. Got lucky, right? But watch this come up here and hit. Now watch how fast this will probably pull back as it approaches it, right? Can I fortune tell? No, but we know that's one of the strongest indicators. So I was up $1,200. I am again. But watch when this gets up here and pulls back. Now it could blow right through it, but statistically, it will pull back off that position. I'm taking my profit because I don't trust it. Now it's touching it. There it is. So now it's going to pause. It may have enough strength to actually get through, but because I know that's the second strongest indicator, the only other one stronger is VWAP, which is way up there. I'm not even worried about that. I locked in all that money. So I've been raking in thousands and thousands of dollars here, right? Right in front of you live. And this is how we do that. Yes, this is a fake account, but this is still the same way that I trade in real life. Now, I'm trying to reduce the amount of times that I enter and exit, but I don't know. I'm a crack addict, I guess. I just like that hit, right? And that can be a dangerous thing. You jump in and out too much. Best thing is just to let one go and just let it go, right? If this breaks and holds above this, I'll try to do that once, depending on what I see over here. I'll just buy it and let it go and see what happens, right? I really don't. My next major area of concern is VWAP, I think. Let me scroll back. Is there anything? Yeah, each one of these little lines here is double top. So I got, let's just say, maybe 3 places it might pause. Let me pop some lines on here just so as it does it. I'm going to leave them that color so that way it stands out. I remember hopefully to erase them later. Okay. So these will be other areas. So if this breaks and holds here, I'll just buy one and let it run, right? We'll just see what happens, right? All right. So it broke. I didn't, I bought that too soon. Didn't break and hold yet. I should have waited on the break and hold. I got in that too soon. So I might have to exit this trade. That was a poor entry on my part. Might get lucky and it'll go up anyway. But point is, I want to wait on that break. There's a break, but it didn't have a break and hold one on its shoulder, right? If you keep hearing me say that, right? So let me get out of this trade. Well, I'll just leave it there. It might go up anyway. But I didn't get the break and hold. All I got was a break and the hold started to form. I jumped the gun a little bit. You got to be patient. You got to have your wits about you, right? So I can get out of this just in case it goes bad on me, right? Could go the other way. Sitting there too long, people get nervous. So I pulled the Band-Aid off, took the loss. Do I do that in real life? Yeah. Try to do it before it's that kind of money, but sometimes you just have to rip the Band-Aid off. When you realize you do something that wasn't the smartest thing to do, don't go on hopium, hoping that it goes up and saves you. You're better off just to get out of it and enter another trade. Look at that big pull. See, I could have got in on that, but I was talking, never thought about jumping in that to the downside. Now, if it breaks below that, yes, I will jump in it to the downside. But we're going to wait and see. It'll probably reject off the 9. Wants to come down to 613, right? Step button again. There we go. So there's $300. I just took it. Bang. Why? Because it came down to this level and I was waiting to pause there. So in and out.
Hey, Mark, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
So I am paper trading, but while I'm doing that, it gives me an opportunity to put in like a percentage for commission. Like how can I put in the fees so that it just gives me my realized, including the fees? What is the percentage?
I don't know. You'd have to consult the broker. It's so
I can help you
convoluted.
with that.
Okay, Doug figured it out. I didn't want to take the time. I was too lazy to figure it
No,
out.
it's all right. It's in your paper trading. When you go to reset it in your the little gear icon or the nut icon there.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
percentage do
So,
you use?
well, I use the dollar amount, and it's kind of arbitrary, really, because it depends on the future that you're trading. For instance, gold, micro gold is $2 total in and out.
Okay.
MES is $1.70, $1.50 in and out. A total, not $1.50 in and then $1.50 out. I made that mistake a while back. So it's 75 cents both ways for MES and $1 each way for micro gold. It just
Okay.
depends.
I
So
got you.
put
When you said
put in
ES, is
something
that
that's
ES? I'm sorry.
put in something that maybe overshoot it a little bit.
Okay.
But don't get fixated on that. Trust me, I was, and it's not going to help your trading.
No.
Okay.
You really
And
need to
it
just
doesn't sound like it's expensive enough to worry about. I mean, you gotta worry about it, but
Right.
no, it really isn't. And even when you go to when you go to the minis, I think what did I say, Mark? The mini was for ES. It was
$1.50 one each way.
$4 $34 total. And I thought it was $4.34 each way. It's not. That's
okay,
total. So you're taking care of your fees pretty much in one or two ticks
I got you.
in
Okay.
both of them. So again, please do not get fixated on what it's going to take to get past those fees. Focus on
Mhm.
your trade. The fees will take care of themselves.
Yeah, I won't now. I was just curious. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Here comes
Yeah.
Mark.
Yep.
You
It's
got
not it's not about how I can make $100,000 account. I can make $20,000. It's fake money. Who cares, right? Just like this. I'm doing these. I am trying to show you how I really trade, right? I grab my profit as it goes up. This is what I do. But the big deal with this number is it's not real anyway, right? When you start trading real money, how you trade will change dramatically. It's about learning the mechanics. How did I learn how to do this? Clicking these over here or over here or down here or this other one. It's learning the mechanics of how to get in and out of a trade. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways that I can enter and exit a trade, let alone right here. Not even counting. I don't use the price ladder. That's another way. I don't even use that one. I have no intention of ever using it. It just doesn't appeal to me. Other people love this. I don't. I like because I'm the scalping. I just get in and get out. Right. This has distinct advantages though of doing limits. Right. But I don't personally use it that way. So other people do, and I just that's not how I am. But you got to know how to do all those things. I understand how it works. I just don't personally use it. I'm just clicking. I want to click one button to get in, one button to get out. That's how fast I get. I'm gonna let this one run just to see. Right. I broke through that level. Well, I haven't broken held yet, but I just showed you a little earlier where the next level of concern will be is here, right? So I'm going to try to let this go and just to show you the difference, how it's better off to let your runners run versus getting out. Now, I can go up here and I can actually shed. I can sell off some of these as it climbs, right? I can come down here and I could even actually go as far as to, again, I'm going up. So if I want to shed, let's say if I get a pullback, I want to get rid of 3 of them on that pullback, right? I can go up here and sell off 3 if this hesitates at all. And, I'm up 3 grand already, right? So if this comes up, gets up close up here, I may want to shed half of them as it approaches and slows down because everybody else knows that this area right up here is an area of resistance. And look, the computer program indicator that I threw on here that I'm testing out knows it also. Why? Because there's history over it. History matters. There's history back here. So it's already recognized that's a level of resistance, the red. So that indicator works okay. It's an okay indicator. I don't mind it. I'm just playing around with it. It's not really affecting my trading, but it has helped me a couple times. So I got 3 loaded up here. I'm going to let when that gets up there, I'm going to shed 3 of them, take my profit, lock it in, and see then if the other 3 will continue upward to my next indicators here, next levels. Or if it sits there for too long, if it doesn't want to go up there, I may just shed 3 of them now, right? But ideally, I want to wait till it gets a little closer, expecting a pullback up here right around now. right? You can see how much it's slowing down, right? I'm up $4,800, almost, 46, almost up $5,000, right? By doing it this way. Now, again, I'm going to see how it's sitting there now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to give it a little second here. All right, I'm going to shed 3 of them off. All right, so I locked in my profits on 3. Now I have 3 left, right? So I'm just going to let this run. Obviously, I'm further ahead than what it cost me to get in this trade. So everything's green at this point, right? So the cost, this is a free trade to me. I went up so much that I made more on what this trade cost me. So anything you see here now is also guaranteed green. So, but as you can see, it kind of fell out of there. But I'll wait and let it see. Why didn't you take the rest of it? Yeah, well, yeah, I could have. I just wanted to see if they'll let the runner run. If it doesn't, if it hits this 9, doesn't pull back, I'm getting out, and I'll just take whatever's there, right? I'm not going to play around. If this don't bounce, I'm taking it, and I'll get $400 basically, right? Between $400 and $500. Sometimes you got to let your runners run. I'm going to take it, right? It's touching the 9, so I locked in whatever that said, 280 or something, because it's having a pullback right now. So I saved quite a bit of money in fees by not jumping in and out of here 5 or 6 times, right? Each time I push the button, basically, it's cost me whatever, $3-4, right, per contract. Times, what was I trading, 6 of them? So yeah, so there's a real cost, but I mean, I made thousands, right? So what's $20 versus making 6,000, right? So good. So you see how we do that, M&M, over there in YouTube live chat? That's how we do it over here in the futures, making money live. I keep saying, well, I don't want to trade my real money when I'm talking to all you, but look how many times I've made money doing, showing you. Now, I do show you things on purpose, what not to do. Don't be like Mark, don't do this, right? That's why I like going to paper trading also. And again, I'm not going to put my own personal bank account and my family's finances at risk while I'm distracted and talking to you guys. So, anyway, Max, that was a 6. All right, Max. So every day you guys definitely find a trade. We can find a trade any single second of the day. It's a matter of whether we want to take it or not. It's not. I'm not in love with anyone. If this wasn't moving up like it is right now, I'd go find something that is. I mean, is it gold? No, I probably wouldn't trade gold now because this is the time of the day the sector doesn't move much. So I'm going to go wherever it's at. I mean, I can go with the Nasdaq. I can go with the Russell. Do whatever we want. Right? There's so many different sectors that you can trade in the futures market. You got your metals, you got your energy, you got your currencies, you got your indices, you got agriculture, you got your Bitcoin, your crypto sector, which I don't do much. And what am I missing? Seems to me there's something else. Grains, which I don't really. That's under agriculture. Yeah, go trade lean hogs. Go trade little piggies if I want to, but I don't. We'll do soybean. Let's see what soybean oil doesn't trade much at this time either. I love trading soybean oil, believe it or not. Sounds like a weird thing, right? And that is ZL, soybean oil. Taking a bunch of beans, trading that, right? This time of the day, it doesn't trade much either. It's not that it doesn't, but that's more of a late night, early morning type of trading type of thing, as far as um, time movement. Yeah, because there's certain times of the day these things trade and have higher volume. I could go trade, and if I don't want to trade that, I can go look at gasoline. I can tell you right now, gasoline ain't moving. Because why? Because I've been here enough to know that gas tends to trade more in the mornings. That's where you get your big volume at. It's not that I couldn't do it, as you can see. I haven't traded this for a while, but I have made some decent money off of this. This thing pays out good. It's expensive, and it's highly volatile. But you can get these good downward runs or upward runs. You can make some nice money off of gasoline. I can also
Flammable.
go, yeah, it's flammable. I can do natural gas, which also is another one. It doesn't have the volume this time of day. It's more of a morning play also, right? You can see how, look at this one over here. What time was this? That was at 9 o'clock this morning. The bottom fell out. Look at that. That's huge. That is a boatload of money. If you could have rode that all the way down to here, that's 140 ticks. And that, what is that? NG. It pays 12.50 on every tick. So that is 141 times 12.50. You can do the math on that. 140.
Everything going down. I blame you, Mark.
That's
I
good.
blame
We like it. We make
Mark.
money. I love it when it goes down. That's $1,700 on one contract. For $4, you could have made 1,200.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
What are you gonna tell me? What's the secret? Shh. You gotta tell the free people too.
Mark is the reason why the market falling. He took
Oh.
profits off of his long-term trades.
There we go. Yeah, I don't have any long-term trades. My long-term.
Not entirely sure that's true, Ralph. I mean, our government prints money like it's water, so there's more coming.
Yeah, my average
Just
trade's
don't
less than
stop.
2 minutes. I guarantee you that much. Well,
Oh
I did
my
one
God.
statistic when I did look at it was like 1.5 minutes, my average trade. But I was demonstrating to you my trades were there. I was doing them for 10 seconds too. So yes, you get momentum, you can lock in them profits. But I don't. You know, it's very rare that you get these. You got to be Johnny on the spot, just like this thing climbed. Best place would have been buy here, break and hold, and then trust my indicators, right? Until it broke below the 9, right, or rejected off a key indicator, there was no reason to get out of this trade. I got in and out of this trade 20, 30 times, right? But I know when it breaks and holds above, and in this case, the 9, and as long as it stays above the 9 and when I'm going long, or stay below the 9 when I'm going short, right? As long as it stays above the 9, don't get out of the trade. Stay in it, right?
Get that drop.
Yep. See, I could be making money to the downside. Why is it doing that? Well, we're in power hour. Didn't Coach say that, this is not for experienced traders at this time of the day? Why is that? Right? Because this thing can pull back on you in a heartbeat, right? So just to watch here. I got in, jumped in because, it's going down, right? Well, is it? Oh, it's got to be. Look at the size of that candle, right? Well, look how much money I'm losing because I was hoping it was going to continue to drop. But because this is one of the reasons Coach advises against traders trading at this time of the day, inexperience especially, is because at the end of the day they're selling off their profits. Didn't you just see this here for the last 45 minutes or in the last half hour? This thing's been climbing up, right? So the people that got in here and are in up here, that's all profit. What do you think they're going to do at the end of the day, right? They're going to sell that off and take your profits and get out, right? Wouldn't you? Why do you want to hold that overnight, right? Same way going down, right? People will short it, right? That's what a short is. They're making money thinking it's going to go down. Well, when it quits going down, they're going to get out of their shorts, sell off, and take their profits and go home, which is what's kind of happening here because it's back down to this level. So they shorted it down to here. Now, am I going to get lucky? This pull down here and I might get out with a few dollars in my pocket? You don't know. That's the problem because there's so much buying and selling. People the thing climbs, they keep buying, and it gets up there. Okay, we're taking our money, and they sell off, right? And then your price drops. Well, it'll get so low, people will decide maybe it's down at this level or here, and they'll say, "Oh, that's a good price. It's on sale." There we go. I got lucky. I locked in $150. Anytime I do dumb things like that, as soon as it turns green, I don't even care. As long as I see green, it can be $20. I'll take it, right? Because I did something bad, and I'm not giving it a chance to go red on me. So I will get out of it with whatever it'll give me if it's green, if I'm able to. That doesn't always happen. So people now took their profits, are selling off. So now people are shorting it, making money. Well, eventually it's going to get down here somewhere, and I don't have no idea where that area is at. But pre-programmed selling will go in from the big boys that it hit a certain level, and it will automatically put in buy orders. And then what'll happen? It could go back up the other way, it could come shoot right back up. Well, guess what? Now we've entered another zone where the industrial traders, the big boys, have sell orders, and they can just ping pong up and down, and that could wreck your account if you don't know what you're doing. Right? You have to be sharp in your mind and your reflexes to take advantage of this thing. And that's not something, just because you're young doesn't mean you know what you're doing, right? Doesn't mean because you have youth and agility, never overcomes experience, right? It's the old saying, right? You may have youth and agility, but I'm smarter than you, right? I'm more experienced. I've lived a longer life. So, but
Let's just leave it to wisdom.
wisdom, okay. I'm still smarter than them young punks. No, I'm not. I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack, but I do have experience, right? So I know not to even play this. I don't play this in real life, right? I did stay at the Holiday Inn though one time. Old commercials. I have enough wisdom not to play this time of the day, even though I made it look easy doing this, right? It's a whole different ball game versus trading on paper where I have absolutely zero risk rather than trading my real money. A huge difference. Owen Finney over there in TikTok live chat says, I'm new to crypto. Well, that's great. We're talking about futures here. You can trade, with Webull, you can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's about it. Different brokers allow you to trade. We are talking about futures trading.
We are getting more futures though. Crypto futures coming.
Yep. Well, I'm going to try out Tradeovate probably, hopefully by midweek. They will actually, well, not that I'm going to trade it. I'm just not a big crypto person. It'll
It's
be
pretty
more
volatile right now. I'll bet you'll do well.
Yeah, I probably would. I mean, a chart's a chart. It doesn't matter. Once I chart out my levels ahead of time, I trade anything, right? All of us can. All of us with experience. It doesn't matter what you trade. Right?
Well, the challenge with crypto though, Mark, is that every hour is power hour. You gotta
Yeah.
be super careful.
Yeah. That's why we use SOPs, right? Yeah, and I may not like that high volatility, but when they get on a run up or a run down, they, as far as like Bitcoin, the big ones, right? I'm not talking about all these little coins you guys like to trade and stuff, but you can get some nice runs too. But I tend to stay away from them. I tend to stay ones I like, the big boy like gold and silver and copper and oil and the euro and the S&P 500. I mean, I could be over here making probably even more money with the Nasdaq, right? You can see it followed the same path up. You can make a lot of money trading Nasdaq, but you can lose a lot of money just as quick. Ralph, got your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to add it on to the crypto thing y'all was having. I just wanted to put it out there that the EO does work with crypto because there was a time when I couldn't afford to trade nothing but crypto because they break it down the way they let you enter in when you buying and stuff. And it is volatile. It is. But whenever it's just quiet, you go up in there, you catch an EWO, follow all the rules. I'm telling you, it's a great place to start. If you know what I mean, if you sitting on the bench or you just been paper trading and you just like you don't want to put a lot of capital at risk, that's a good place to start with some of those I guess you can call them smaller cryptos. Just find one that you want and just risk a little bit of money and do the EWO strategy. It works over there too. I'm telling you,
That's
the
one of
EWO works on everything.
that's
You
one
know
of
what I'm
Coach's
saying?
favorites, Ralph. Since you're talking about it, his to build a small account, that is his go-to strategy. The EWO,
Yes.
2-minute EWO.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trading Pennies asks over there on YouTube live chat. She's got two. What's my favorite time of the day to trade? Well, I trade at night. I trade in the early mornings, 4 or 5 a.m. in the mornings, and I trade in the open market. They all have their advantages. Evenings, when you get decent volume, you can make a lot of money without all the stress of the volatility. The pre-market time, 4 a.m. ish. I don't get up at the 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock time frame for London market opens 3 Eastern. I don't get up for that. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Yeah, I like that time period around 5 ish. Time I get up, I was always up at 3, but now I kind of switched because I'm trading in the evenings a little bit here and there. So I've changed my trading schedule around. So I usually make pretty good money in the pre-market trading futures. And lately, I have been, believe it or not, trading in the open market till about Oh, 10:30, probably like 10:30, and I just call it a day, mainly because I want to take a break because we start our live training with our paid members at noon Eastern time. So I want to get up, walk around, get some stuff done around the house, whatever, just to get my blood flowing again, and get cleaned up, ready for the noon training. And then I'm all on here again from noon to 4, not training at all, hanging out with you fine folks. And yes, so they all have their advantages and reasons for trading at that time. Probably volume wise, the 5 a.m. to 10:30 time period has really decent volume. Lately, I've gotten more comfortable with the morning one and trading ES more during the day. But I don't, I'll trade whatever moves. If ES isn't, I'll wait, right? I'll trade gold or oil. Had made good money today on oil and I think gold too. I think I did gold and ES. I don't know. It's all blurry. What levels do I trade? Mark on my charts. Generally, I do 4 hour and 2 minute, and then add lines on the 1 minute as I am working. Right, all these lines I got here, I'll be deleting, but these are just temporary lines I just put on here. But generally, at 4 hour, 2 minutes, my go-tos to get going. Actually, 15-minute and a 4 hour are the same. You could do a 15-minute equates the same as a 4 hour. If you ever compare the lines, if you draw lines on 4 hour, switch to a 15-minute, you'll see your lines line right up with them. So there's really no reason to do both unless you want those micro moves in between. But it's your chart. You can do it however you want. Some people do month, day, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30. They do them all. I don't. I draw enough additional lines in my chart while I'm trading, let alone putting them on there a whole bunch ahead of time. But if I see something, I'll mark it. I don't care. Right? It's all deletable with a couple clicks and it's all gone. Max over there on TikTok live chat asks, is Weeble better than the IB is
International brokers.
international brokers? Yes, thank you. I've never used international brokers. I know sometimes that's the only option for those people outside the United States and in Europe. My understanding is and again, I've no personal, I'm just telling you, anecdotal stories I've heard is their fees are really expensive. But when you don't have options, sometimes that's just the price of doing business. I can't say they're good or bad one way or the other. Really don't. I shouldn't say I don't have an opinion because I've never personally experienced it. All I've heard is anecdotal stories from other people. Is Weeble better than anything? Well, it doesn't matter which broker. It's not that one's better than the other per se. Yes, some of them will have more benefits than others. But it doesn't matter what broker you use if you are happy with them. Are you happy with their customer service if you run into an issue? Can you easily get your money out of your broker? Like Weeble, I can push a couple buttons on my phone. Next morning, I wake up 4 a.m., my money's in my checking account. Never had an issue. Are they the least expensive of all of them? Well, not necessarily. Are they the most expensive? No. Does it have issues with their software? Yeah, well, they all do. There's always some little niggly thing that you don't like, right? So the important thing is to know how to use your broker's software. I am not going to recommend any broker. Yes, a large majority of our members use Weeble, but there's a reason for that. 90% of our members have never traded a day before in their life, and they come in. That's what Coach uses, and it is easy to use. I think you can learn to use it very quickly. It's very good software. It's highly rated. It's gotten better even over the last 2 years that I've been with it. It had its issues, right? They never used to have futures. Well, now you can future trade on it. Are their margin requirements inexpensive compared to others? No, there's other brokers that are half or 40% less margin requirement to them. So you just have to, do the old Ben Franklin thing. This is for it, this is against it. This is for it, this is against it. This is a good thing about it, this is a bad thing, and weigh out what options and just make your own decision or just go. That's the bad thing too. You have to open an account, right? So to really trade real money to be able to see how each one works, but you can do that. I like Weeble. Somebody asked me if Weeble's okay to start. I'm like, yeah, most certainly. For trading futures itself, because it is a separate account, I opened up a Tradeovate account. I'm not endorsing Trade of 8. I paper traded it with their fully functional service that they allow you for 2 weeks. I liked it. I understand it. Does it meet all my needs and check off all the boxes? No, not at all. I mean, not, TradingView to me is the best charting software. Trade of 8 leaves a lot to be desired for me, but there's a reason that I'm looking at them, and I've actually sent money to them. They have my money. I just can't use it yet. There's always that 3 to 5 days before you can use your money. I'm hoping midweek I'll get the live trade with real money. But I did it for 2 weeks, did everything it said it was supposed to do, and I got a good feel for how to use it. So I'm going to give it until I use my real money, see how it reacts. I'm not going to make a decision, good or bad. But yeah, there's some things lacking, but that's just the way it is. It's hard to find the perfect software, let alone find a perfect significant other, right? You make compromises. You learn to accept what you have. But the thing is, you need to learn how to use whatever broker software you use. And that's the whole point. And that's the whole point of paper trading. It's not to say, look at me, I took $1 million account and made another $40,000 off it today. Well, whoopee ding do. Happy for you, right? It's not real money, right? Do you have $1 million account? No. Then what do I care, right? It's about successfully executing a trade, right? Getting in a trade, getting out, knowing how to do it, knowing the 4 or 5 different ways your broker may let you know about how to make trades. That's the important thing. That's what it's for, to learn the mechanics of everything. So anyway, thanks for asking that. It's a good question, right? And you could use whatever you want. I mean, if I had to guess what the makeup was in American Dream Trading, I'd say, the biggest percentage would be Webull. The second largest would probably be TOS users. But we got probably every broker represented within our group. It's whatever you like. If you like it, there's no reason to change. Coach will never tell you, well, you got to use Webull. No, you don't say that. Use whatever you want, right? If you're happy with it, don't worry about it. So anyway, we have 25% off our futures membership today for the next 2 minutes. Once we go off live, then today's promotion will end. As you can clearly see, I have it here even on the videos. So it says today only during this live broadcast between 2 and 4 p.m. You must go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and scroll down on the landing page, grab the free Discord, and then scroll down and you'll see click a more button there and open up. It'll show you all the different membership packages we have available. Use promo code MARK, M-A-R-K, to get that 25% off your first payment. If you pay by the year, you get 25% off the entire year. If you do it for 6 months, you get 25% off your first 6-month payment. And then the second payment would be at normal price, same way, quarterly or monthly. So check it out. You got another minute or two. Get over there and grab that membership. Time to expand your mind, expand your training. You want to do it. You've been sitting there watching all this time for free, so now's the time to do it. So if you already have a membership or you're thinking about it, at least go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and grab the free Discord. I'm glad that you all could be here today. We are here live 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm live each and every day, Monday through Friday, with the Futures Education Program from 2 to 4 p.m. and starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time over on YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. You'll find the Aftermarket Show with Dawn. Head on over there, spend some time with her. Have a great time laid back. I do appreciate everybody being here. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. And as always, try to make somebody else's life a better today. Smile at them, encourage somebody that may seem down. Even if you don't know they're down, try to make positive, lasting memories. You never know who might be looking for that little burst of encouragement. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.